Hello and welcome to this Nuxt 3 Prisma tutorial. In the last video, this is video number 8, I believe. In the last video, we saw how we can read all the users from our database, and we can add, like if you want to add Mr. Shin here, if I click add name, Mr. Shin shows up down here. All right. We're going to now see how we can delete a user from the database from the front end. This is the mistake here. This should say delete. So let's go change that, and let's connect this button to a delete function on the front end that queries, that sends a delete request to our API that then sends a delete function to the database. All right, let's do that. So we go to our code. Let's first change in the table. This needs to be delete. So that way it reflects on the front. See, now that's delete. So we're going to create a function that actually get users. This is add user. The next one is going to be delete user. We're going to copy that. Delete user, and the way this is going to do is it's going to be API users. We're going to aim for this. We're going to say method is delete. How about that? Very smart. Method is delete, and I believe we need to send in the body, we need to send the ID. All right, so we should have an ID here, and ID going to be ID. This ID. And what we're going to say is, if we have an ID, then we're going to send this to the database. Something's wrong. Okay, so this was wrong from the beginning. Or did I make a mistake? Okay. Body. Like that. And then ID. Then we expect an ID. Expect an ID right there. What we're going to say here is if we have an ID, then we're going to do this. We really don't need to return anything here, but what we're going to do, actually we should return something because in our query we do return the deleted user, or we return an error. So we need to check if we have an if we are returning an error. So let me see, what do we return here? Create error status code. Okay, so we need to, whatever is returned has to be like an object. All right, we're gonna work with this. So I'm gonna say deleted user. It could either be the deleted user on error. So this could be either the deleted user on error. And what we're going to say is if deleted user or error, if we have that object, then if it's an error, we're gonna have, if it's an error, we're gonna have a status code or status message. So we could say if deleted user, actually we could do like a type of pick h3 error, status code, status message, or now. So if deleted user or error, what if we said this and status code in? So which that means that this is actually an error. So there is a better way of doing this. Take a look at what I wrote here. No, we don't have typo. I don't think typo is good. Right here, I want to use an instance of h3 error. Let me see if this will work. The front end here. So I want to say if deleted user instance of h3 error. So what this means is we're trying to determine what we're getting back. If it's an error, then it's going to be of this, and this is the type of h3 type of Nuxt error, which is type of h3 error. Let's see if that works. If the user instance of h3 error, then we're just going to return. I guess we can just console log that maybe for now. Error deleting user. Should actually return that if the user error should return this. And then we're going to return here. Otherwise, we are going to, if it's not an instance of h3 error, then it's just a regular user. Then that's good. And what we want then is to just say users dot value equals await get users. Because we are going to delete a user. Yeah, we're going to delete a user, and then we'll need to re-get the users so that our table is accurate. Let's see what happens here. Get users has already been declared. All right, we have some error in our code. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, it's supposed to say delete user. All right. And then here, what we do want to do is this button. When you click this button, we want to send to delete user. The ID is going to be user dot ID, and this user dot ID is this user object from the users array. I hope this is making sense. Let's see what happens. All right, let's try to delete this hello man. Delete. Oh, it worked. Did you see that? Just like that. It worked. Let's try to delete the second hello man. Worked. Wow. Worked the first time. That's awesome. Let's try to create an error. Let's see if our front end error checking works well. We're going to try to create an error here. So let's we're going to make the ID something that shouldn't be. We're going to say ID right here. We're going to say ID is, I don't know. Let's say we do that. We shouldn't work. We should not work at all, because the ID should be a number, and that's a string. So that's definitely going to create some type of error. Let's try to delete this one. Shouldn't pop. All right, nice. So our code doesn't break. It just returns an error. And really, we should be showing some type of error message here. So let's try to do that, right? Let's go to Bootstrap, and we're gonna get an alert, something like this, right? We're gonna get an alert that we can close. I believe it's down here, something like this. I'm gonna copy that, and we're gonna place it just above the table, maybe like right there. And it should be danger. The text should be error. Then we just say here delete error. Of course you can. So let's see what this looks like. So it looks like that, of course. This should only happen when we actually have an error. So we need to create an error variable. Let's do that. Let's say const error is null. Then when we delete, and if instance of h3 error, if it's an error, then what we can actually do is just say that error dot value equals deleted user or error equals that. So this whole error message here is going to be given to our error instance here. So what we can do then is just say okay, then we'll return. So whoopsie. So what we're gonna do then is in our alert we're gonna say fee if error. In the template you don't need to add the dot value. You can just leave it like this. And then this button here is to close the alert. So we're gonna say when you click this button at click, we're just going to say error equals null. So we'll just make error again. We don't need to add another function there. All right, let's do this. So that error is gone, right? Our code still has a bug that we introduced so we can test that error, right? That. So let's see how that works now. Go to the front. Try to delete Mama Papa. Oh, okay. Let's see. Try to delete Mama Papa. Okay, we're still not. We're not seeing that error. Let's see. We're returning error.value because that's. So let's console log error. Maybe I need to refresh. I don't think I need to refresh to find it. Still not seeing it. I'm actually not even seeing. Huh. I wonder now if we're returning this error. We might not be returning this at all. It's just, let me see, do we return that error? We should return that error. Yep. Supposed to be returning this error. But I'm not seeing it. Instance of H3 error. Unless this is failing. Well, what we could do is console log deleted user error. Deleted user error. Let's see what we're getting. Delete. Boy, I am not getting that at all. This must be failing in the. Why can't I? Oh man. Oh well. So it's working as an error. It's coming back really nicely. Saying in promise. So it's probably failing. Oh, you know what? I think I know what it is. Okay, it's supposed to. You wait. It's supposed to be caught here. This error, but it's not. I don't know what's going on. Really. Because this is a. Wait a minute. I think it's supposed to return. Yeah, it's supposed to return. Yep. I don't know what's going on. Oh well. We'll figure it out later. But at least our code doesn't just, like break. So I'm just gonna get rid of that. And I think I'll leave this here. We'll console log the error. Yeah. I'll just leave this here. You can get rid of it if you want. We're gonna delete Mr. Jeremy. See how that works. That works well. We're gonna delete Alan Mana. Just like that. That's how it works. Sorry, the other code did not work well. But now we can read all the users. We can add add Valerie. She pops up there. We can delete Yo-Yo Lady and see how smooth and nice that looks. And then as far as this, oh, there's an error somewhere. Okay, see, refresh. That's gone. Can add a name. All right, great. Hey, I hope you like this video. If you want a Nuxt 3 Tailwind starter kit that comes with pages, a layout, a user head composable, and components, TypeScript, just click the link below this video. It's yours absolutely free. And it will help you learn how to build a beautiful Nuxt 3 Tailwind starter kit. beautiful Nuxt Tailwind app. It comes with a plugin that tells you what today's date is. All right. Hope you like this video. I'll see you soon.